The Hidden Door of Fairyland. Yamna was a clever, curious little girl who often got lost in daydreams. While other children played with dolls or chased kites, Yamna sat in the garden, looking up at the sky and wondering, is there really a fairyland beyond those clouds? Do fairies watch us from up there? Her parents often smiled at her questions. Fairies only live in stories, Yamna, they would say. But Yamna didn't believe that. In her heart, she felt fairies were real, hidden somewhere, just waiting to be found. One summer afternoon, while visiting her grandmother's old countryside house, Yamna stumbled upon something strange. In the dusty storeroom where old clocks ticked and wooden chests creaked, there was an ancient wooden cupboard. Its door was always locked, or so she thought. That day, the door opened on its own, groaning softly. Inside were piles of books with cobwebs hanging off their edges. But one book was different. It shimmered faintly, as if breathing. Its cover was golden, and the title was carved in glowing letters, Secrets of Fairyland. Yamna's heart skipped. She opened the book. The pages rustled like whispers, and suddenly, a bright ring of light appeared beneath her feet, a glowing circle that pulsed with warmth and magic. The first page of the book read, "Only a heart that truly believes can walk into the land of fairies." Before she could even think twice, Yamna stepped onto the circle. The ground vanished beneath her. She didn't fall onto rocks or earth. She landed on something soft, like a bed of clouds. Around her, the sky was pink, the trees sparkled like crystals, and butterflies gleamed like stars. Yamna was in fairyland. A tiny creature flitted past her ear and landed on her shoulder. It was no ordinary insect. It was glowing, and its wings shimmered like stained glass. "Hello, Yamna," the little creature chirped. "We've been waiting for you." "You know my name?" she asked, startled. "Of course. The book told us. I'm Timbo. And these are my friends, Puffy and Lumo." Puffy was a round, fluffy cloud-like creature who communicated only through giggles and bursts of laughter. Lumo was a living painting, creature whose body changed colors depending on his mood. Timbo explained that something was terribly wrong in Fairyland. The roots of the land were drying up, trees weren't bearing fruit, and the air had lost its melody long ago, Deepa. Under the land, a powerful stone called the Heartstone had kept Fairyland alive. It glowed with feeling, love, kindness, magic. But an old enemy, Wormola, had returned. He was a monstrous fly-like creature who had once been banished for feeding on time, stealing light, and devouring emotions. Wormola had found the Heartstone and turned it into the Stone of Numbness. Now, all of Fairyland was slowly becoming silent, cold, and lifeless. Timbo told Yamna she had only 3 days. If the Heartstone wasn't restored by then, Fairyland would be lost forever. Yamna was scared, but her heart beat with purpose. Timbo, Puffy, and Lumo set off with her on the journey. Along the way, they passed through glowing forests and whispering rivers. They met trees that spoke in riddles and offered advice. One giant tree told her, "Your courage will be tested, not your strength." To cross a canyon, they reached a bridge that only stood firm when someone laughed while walking. Fear made it vanish. So Yamna had to remember every silly joke and giggle with all her heart to make it across. At the edge of the land, they arrived at the Lake of Sorgus, where an ancient monkfish awaited. He gave Yamna a mirror. "Before you defeat darkness," he said, "you must recognize the shadows inside you." On the third day, in a cave carved into the roots of the land, they found Wormola. He was large, black, and shiny, hanging upside down like a bat. Time swirled around him. He was drinking the sound of moments and the smell of flowers. Wormola hissed, "Yamna, you are human. Humans crave power. Give me 1 year of your time, and I'll make you a queen here." For a second, Yamna wavered. But then she looked at Puffy's laughing eyes, Lumo's glowing arms, and Timbo's brave little wings. "No," she said. "True power is shared, not stolen." She reached into her pocket and pulled out an old brass key her grandmother had given her, the one she thought belonged to the storeroom. It wasn't ordinary. It fit into a hidden notch on the stone pedestal Wormola stood upon. With one twist, the cave exploded in golden light. Wormola screeched, shrank, and was sucked into a whirl of fading time. The heartstone throbbed back to life. It pulsed with color and warmth, and the silence lifted. Back in Fairyland, the trees began to sing again. Flowers bloomed, skies turned crystal blue, and laughter returned. Queen Norpari, the ruler of the fairies, appeared before Yamna. She was tall, with wings like moonlight. "You saved us," she said. "You have the soul of a true protector." She placed a glowing silver bangle on Yamna's wrist. "Whenever you dream and see a door, this bangle will guide you back." Yamna returned to the old house. It was quiet. The cupboard was closed. The book was gone. But the bangle on her wrist sparkled. And when she looked out the window, she whispered, "I know now, fairies aren't just in stories."
If you like the video, then share and subscribe. Don't forget press to a bell icon.